Hello everybody, thank you for joining us for our great big launch. Just kidding. Hello everybody, thank you for joining us in our launch for Second Chance Coaching. I'm Leslie, this is Josh.
Hey, what's going on out there in the world?
Josh and I have had a bumpy road in the past, a journey full of love, hurt, pain, heartache, breakups. And 10 years ago we were together and every bit of that described us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our story because that is the heart of why we wanted to start Second Chance Coaching. So Josh and I, about 10 years ago, were together and it felt like everything was right, perfect. Our goals were aligned. We were actually building businesses at the time and doing really good and thriving, never fought. Our relationship seemed like anyone else's goals, everyone else's relationship goals. But then something happened where the trust was broken between us and we went our separate ways, right? In a very painful way. I'm trying to think of the best way. Sorry.
Raw and uncut. This is what this is. This is raw and uncut, not
right.
scripted. This is just boom. We're giving it to
right,
you raw.
because I forgot about what happened. No, but so we ended up breaking up, and there were put 10 years between us, right? And it was a pretty bad breakup, and people on both sides had a lot to say. But one thing that they never would have thought, me included, is that we would be right here today, talking and being back together. In that 10-year span, he's been married and divorced and all kinds of things, and I've been through other relationships, but I think that we'll both agree that we felt like something was unfinished. We always had a closeness to each other. Even I always jokingly say that I even loved him when I wished I could hate him. But we always had something together that we could grow and something that just we couldn't spark with anyone else. And so we found each other again. And it wasn't easy for us to get where we are right now because the trust had been broken, and it's a very unpopular choice for us to be together right now. I think some people would have a lot of opinions for a whole lot of reasons. But the thing that we found is that we cared about each other. And the thing that we found is that sometimes you get lucky, or however you want to count it, and you find someone that you're perfectly aligned with. And you find that they're the one. And when you find that they're the one, you often have to go through the rough stuff to find that solution. And that's what we have done together. What am I leaving out?
I think that was a whole lot that you put in there.
It was a lot of extra stuff there.
Yeah, a lot of extra. But I just want to be clear. If you can really hear us and we're loud and clear to you, can you put something in the comment box? I just want to make sure we're clear that you can hear us. Or give us a thumbs up, heart, something. Let us know that you can hear us. That's going to be very important to us as we're going through this here live.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's cool too.
It'll forever be a mystery.
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
He is right. This is kind of my first live. He does this all the time. I'm a little nervous, I guess. Usually I love to talk. People who know me are like, I see. But I guess the thing is, maybe if I just get to the heart of the matter, is that us doing this is an unpopular decision to many of the people around us. But that's the thing. Sometimes we lose out on the things that was meant for us because we're too concerned with what the people around us might think. We're too concerned about what ifs. What if, it happens again? What if you don't last? But those what ifs become paralyzing, and you end up oftentimes losing the one person for you. But maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe your story is not like mine and Josh's. Maybe it's not that you're supposed to reunite, but maybe it's that you're carrying so much baggage with you from the past hurt and past trauma of your relationship that it's hard for you to even figure out how to go about love again, or to trust someone again, or to be with them. I battled a lot of those things when Josh and I separated the first time. It was really hard. I have not been in many relationships, and it was really difficult for me to move past this one, to the point that because he was kind of hanging on at the same time. He likes to say having his cake and eating it too. I eventually moved away just to get away from, just to separate myself from that situation. But if I would have continued to hold on to that, or if I would have continued to have animosity about the things that happened in the past, then we wouldn't be where we are right now. Because even though that we've gone through all these things, even we've both grown, and we're not the same version of ourselves. This isn't the same version of our relationship that it was in the past. And that's why we feel like we have something to offer. And that's why we decided to start Second Chance Coaching. It's not going to be the fluff. It's not going to be the what are your love languages, or it's going to be raw, real. Look, we are not just people trying to do couples counseling or couples coaching. We are a couple who go through it, been through it, apart and together. We go through it every day, but we have trust, respect. We have unconditional love between us. We both came together. It's never easy, right? So we both came together at a time in our lives that is not the most attractive in our lives right now, but we're here for each other. And that's why we feel like we have something to offer you in your relationship. We're very self-aware, honesty. We can help you talk through your past traumas and your things that you're hurting with. We can help you mute the people on the outside where it may not be popular for you to be there with them. Josh, your turn.
Yeah. Oh, my turn. Wow. Finally,
It was his turn a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. See, I kept allowing her to do it because this is so fun. But the thing is, just like she just said, it's going to be real, raw, and uncut. And I like to go really, really deep and help you understand, help you see, because I can also take it. It was on me 10 years ago. I'm the one that messed it up. I'm the one that caused the damage and the harm and the hurt. And if you know me, and if you've been around me, if you communicated with me, you will know that it was one particular person that I heard that I did the worst when I was in my cheating area, my cheating days. And this is her. And for her to forgive and let go and move forward and to let it go is phenomenal, because this is what we were doing 10 years ago. We were already creating business, like she said. We were already doing this with couples and people. We were already doing this back then. And I'm the one that screwed it up, and I'm the one that messed it up. And for me to really own that and take accountability for my actions and what I was doing as an immature young man, I would say that I was. Now I understand where I am, just like she said. We're both grown, we both are more mature, and we definitely are both self-aware. And that is the key to this whole thing of second chance coaching, because we believe everyone deserves a second chance. That's why we have passion for each other, and we believe in each other, and we're going to have each other's back no matter what happens. And second chance coaching is that in itself. And just like she just mentioned to you, that it's going to be real and uncut, because we are a couple and we are humans and we are true people, and we both experienced it, the heartache and the pain and having to go, and the self-doubt and not being vulnerable or transparent with each other 10 years ago. And now we're here, and like she said, it was a challenge. It was more challenging for her, I guarantee you, because she was the one on the other end of it. And for me, it was more challenging because now I'm like a little nervous. And if you know me, you're like, oh, nervous? What? Yeah, it was nervous. Like, okay, is she going to accept this? Is she going to do the same thing to me, try to get me back? Or how's this going to look? And that's the thing of second chance coaching. That's what we want to we want to show you and present to you. That it's the real, the raw, and uncut. Just go deeper and to all the way clear. I've done this before, this relationship coaching, and she's also done this as a counselor. And so it's not that we're just coming into this thing and trying to figure something out and use our story to whatever what people might think or say. But we've done this for years. And you'll know when you follow us and come to and join our group and all these different things that we're going to be able to share with you and help you open up. It's like dissecting. It's like if you go, a surgeon would dissect you. They will send this thing to you. They will cut you open to dissect and see what's going on. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to cut you open and we're going to dissect you and we're going to see what's going on. Because that's what we had to do individually. So that's why we were able to draw back here. And that's what we're doing together as a couple, is we're dissecting now what we've done in our past and what we've done when we first were doing this 10 years ago. And to draw it all the way to where we are now. So we helped ourselves bridge the gap. And that's what we're going to do for you.
That's right. We have a unique perception, I feel like, or a perspective, I mean, of relationships and the way that they are, because we're right in the middle of it with each other, and we know about each other's past relationships. There's not much Josh and I do not know about each other. That's kind of that was the core, is our core values aligned. And that's how you know, from my side, he said if it would be hard for me to try this again with him. It was hard. To even see him. I was going to tell you guys real quick that very story. I hadn't seen him in about 10 years, and we walked by each other in a grocery store. If you would have told me that this guy was anyone I was even thinking about 10 years later, I would have totally said, I would have totally been like, no way, not him. But I'm going to tell you the truth. When we passed by each other in the grocery store, my heart stopped in my tracks, and I couldn't even finish my sentence. I was on the phone, and the person I was on the phone with was like, hey, are you still there? Because I was speechless. And that's how you kind of know, when someone can help you grow and can help you be the best parts of you and can accept you for the worst parts of you. Someone who can know that we talk about this all the time. We actually have a friend who, him and his wife, he cannot walk. He's a paraplegic. And she has been taking care of him for years, right? And so we always say, if you lose a limb, can I hang out with you? Could I still stick it out with you, even, through all of that? And that's kind of what you need to look for. You don't need to look for the fluff or the way people look or the way that they, how much money they make or their career path. You need someone who's going to accept you for who you are all the way down. And that is why it was a pretty easy choice for me to go back to him. Because at his core, he's always been the same person. The things that he's done is not who he is. It's just, he's a great guy who's made terrible decisions.
Facts, and it's so true. And that's the thing is when you track that person in your life that's going to support you no matter what, and that's her exaggeration all the way extreme. If you lose a limb, and some of you are like, oh my gosh, lose a limb, why would you think that? Why would you say that? But that's what she does. So it's something like, for me, it's like, oh, this right here is, I can unscrew this and I can take a drink. It's that simple, but it's that simple for her to say that because that's her analogy she uses, and that's what it comes down to, is knowing your partner too and knowing who they are, so you don't get offended by that, or you don't become paralyzed by that, or trying to react versus responding. It's deeper than that, and that's what we are here for, is to help you see that. And when you attract somebody that's going to support you and support your dreams and support your goals and support your vision, and now you connect those visions and you align those visions together, it's nothing that can stop that. There's nothing that can break that. And that's where the transparency and the vulnerability comes in. Just like she says, it's nothing that she doesn't know about me as far as my past relationships, the 10 years that we were not together. She knows all of that because we sit down and have a conversation, and vice versa. I know her 10-year span until right now because that's who we are. So when a person tries to come to her and says, Josh, do you know he was talking to this person, or Josh did? Yes. He's already told me. Because if you know Josh, then that's who he is. He's always going to do it before somebody else tries to do it. Yes, and that's what happens. And so that's what's so funny about our relationship, is because we already aware, because I've already broken it down for her and I've already explained it, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. And that, because this is who we are. And this is what we want to help couples see. This is what we want to help individuals see, so they can attract their forever partner or soulmate, whatever you want to call it, twin flame. That's what it's all about, and it's connection. And so a lot of people are looking and searching for love, and they settle for connection. But they settle for a different type of connection. So love is not enough. And we both know that. And I'm sure that you know that as well, that love is not enough. But when you have that deeper connection, that deeper knowing of the support that she's going to have for me and the support I'm going to have for her, because it doesn't matter, because beauty fades.
That's right.
All that stuff is going to go eventually. The weight is going to change. Your perceptions are going to change. Your belief systems are going to change. All that is going to change. But at the end of the day, do you have that support and that deeper connection for each other when it's tough?
Are you going to belittle me? Are you the man you're supposed to be providing? You're the man you're supposed to be doing X, Y, Z. Am I going to be like, are you the woman? You're supposed to be the queen. You're supposed to uplift the king. No, it's already done. I don't have to go and ask her or tell her that. She doesn't have to go and say, you're my king and I believe in, I'm trusting you. No, it's already done. And that's what we want couples to see. That's what we want individuals to see. So you can attract
the person that you know. If you're we want to help both couples and individuals. We want to help individuals become the person that they want to attract. And we want to help couples if it is that you want to stay together and you're just in a bump in the road, then it's not, you don't always have to throw in the towel. You just need a little guidance through that rough journey. And we are here because we've been through it and we're on the other side. Before we made this decision to come live and to to do this publicly, we did a lot of soul searching. We've been together actually for a while now, and we just haven't let anyone know because it was other people's opinions that they might want to discourage us from doing this. But the more we talked, the more we realized that there's a lot of people who go through the same things he and I went through, individually and together. Because one of the biggest things is I could have just decided to, whenever we separated, I could have decided, beat myself up and hated myself. I think there was something wrong with me. But once I realized that I wasn't the problem, that he was the problem, and meaning that, and I don't mean that in a bad way, what I mean is that he had some things he was dealing with from inside him. Because remember, I told you we had what seemed to be like the perfect relationship. And so getting back with him right now was making sure that he had evaluated those things and fixed them, healed from them, and changed them. And he definitely has. And so I guess the reason for bringing all that up, the reason we're saying that is because we feel like that's a lot of times what happens with couples. A lot of times what happens with couples is that you get advice from outside of your marriage or your relationship, and those are biased opinions. Because if you go to her family, she's going to be like, oh, he's terrible. You go to his, it's going to be like, oh, he's terrible. But the truth of the matter is, like he said, if you know us, we're from a little small town, but if you know us, people know us very well. And the truth of the matter is, no one knew him like I knew him. No one knew the version of him that I knew. When we first broke up the first time, people hated him, but yet they loved him the day before our breakup. Mm-hmm. So that's at the core of who we are. That's what we want to do. This was a rough live, we'll give you that, but we had to kind of like rip the Band-Aid off. You should have seen us trying to get ready for this. He does this all the time, and if you, I'll get better at this, but like he mentioned, we both are not just tackling this at like, oh, this looks like this would be fun to do. This is something that I do have experience in, 21 years as a matter of fact. And it's one thing that is consistent, we're passionate for helping people. We're passionate for helping people stay together. We're passionate for helping people find love. We're passionate about people finding the best version of who they are, lifting themselves up, and like not just living life, not just surviving it, but thriving in it. And that's what we want for you too. We'll get better at this, but we have a page called Second Chance Coaching.
Yes.
And I think that you'll have another opportunity to watch this. Probably about 8 o'clock tonight. We were thinking about going live one more time. If you want to join us, tell all your friends. If nothing else, could be comedic until we're able to do this a little better. But we do have a lot to offer. We have years of experience between us. What's got us stumbling right now is the live thing, just trying to get it together. But we definitely have something to offer you. And we are so confident about this that we are willing to offer the first 10 individuals or couples who DM us and join our group 2 sessions of free coaching. And after those 2 sessions, if you do not feel like that we have something to offer you, well, then you've lost nothing, right? Except for some time. But we feel confident that we will have something to offer you, that we feel confident that we can help you heal, restore, and change your relationship.
Facts. Hey, what's up, Carrie? Glad you're tuning in. But yes, that is a fact. And if you heard that, and I can just drop the mic to it, and I can sign it and say, boom, that is what it is. But let me reiterate it, because sometimes they say if you hear it more than once, it goes into the soul or into the subconscious mind. And that's who we are. What she just said, the first 10 people that reaches out to either her in her DMs or me in my DMs, the first 10 people, we're going to offer 2 coaching sessions for free. Just for this launch, and we're so excited. And we're so excited about it that those 2 sessions are going to change your life. And if you feel like you didn't get anything from it, the only thing that you're going to lose is just a little bit of time. But if we over deliver and you feel like you've gotten something, you received something so magical and powerful that can change your entire life, not only your relationship, but your entire life, then that means you are on the road to healing and loving yourself and spending the rest of your life full of joy and peace. So the first 10 people that reaches out either to her in her DMs or to me and mine, we're going to put you on the list. We're going to set up a time, schedule it, and you get 2 sessions, whether you're in a relationship or not.
And like I said, we're going to try to be live again tonight at 8 o'clock just to kind of give a little bit more about our story, our journey, what we have to offer. Just come and look, watch, just give us a chance. We'll see what we got. I think that we can definitely help you.
Boom. And so you see how transparent she was? She wants to get off this thing, but I can't do it. See, this is who she is, and this is what it is, because I know her. I know she's ready to get off. But the thing is, you see how transparent she is? That this is kind of rough live. This is a rough live. You see the transparency in that? That's who we are. Is that. And I just come through and I just really put a lot of emphasis on it that this video was a little rough. She's already said it a couple times. This video is a little rough. Because we're just now, this is the first time we're doing it. This is the first time we're really stepping out publicly too.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a big deal. That's a big difference. And this is what we're going to go live again. I think she said 8 o'clock tonight. But we're going to do it in our group, Second Chance Coaching. So look it up on Facebook, Second Chance Coaching, and we'll put the little thing in the comment box on the below there somewhere that you can go find it and you can go join the Second Chance Coaching group, where we're going to go live again at 8 o'clock.
And just this, the only thing that's making this rough is that we're on this live thing, but I want you to know we both have changed people's lives. If you're listening to us and you know who we are, that's kind of what we are both known for, as a matter of fact, is being there for other people and encouraging them. We have a ton of experience between us, and we just really hope that we're going to be able to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we wish you the best, and we see you at 8 o'clock tonight in our group, Second Chance Coaching. We're going to put the link so you can go and just click it and join the group.
Thank you.
So much love.